Okay,
Okay, so we
now
have
let me just
two
double
apps
check
that are
real
not
quick.
connected. Is that right?
Right, there is an active gap between them. I mean, they are still connected, but they laid it out like that so that we understand you can't just casually walk from one to the other. Bunch of water. There's the red totem, there's the blue totem, there's the green. That's a lot of totems over there. There's the blue exit. What else we got? We got a couple of earth loas there and there. Some blue loot. A couple water loas down there. Another loot down in the corner. A couple pillar things. There's Patrick in his position. Okay, everything's set. Let's take a look at... we need to end our turn on the blue exit with the Patrick's shotgun token.
Oh, okay. We do not yet have the Padrick shotgun token on the board, I take it.
Nope, we have to find it. If we're all defeated, we lose. Alternately, if we end on the blue exit without the Patrick's shotgun token, we also lose. We continue to thanks anyway. Thanks for going and not getting my shotgun, you assholes. Okay, somebody can play Patrick. Patrick goes to the back of the initiative track. We've got currents that are rapid currents this time, not slow currents. They move you 2 spaces each time.
Oh, so does hulking only stops you from moving one of those spaces?
No, hulking stops you from moving at all in the current.
Okay.
But your heavy, I think, only resists one of those. Should probably look that up and make sure, but I'm pretty sure it only resists one. So even Rook will still get moved. The blue objective token represents water that is deep enough to land in without dying. Figures who move from elevation 4 to 1 and land on the space this token occupies or any space adjacent to it are not defeated. So you see, this is like a big cliff over here.
Okay.
And if you go over the edge of this, you die. I don't understand why they needed a special... Oh, that's why. Because ordinarily, because of the elevation difference, you would die if you jumped off here. The blue objective token is just letting you know, if you jump into one of these 2 squares, if you land in one of these 2 squares, or these 4 squares, you're safe.
Okay.
If you go over the edge anywhere else, obviously, you're dead.
Okay, so we've got 4 squares. I guess I don't understand how you would ever not just land on the 2. Well, maybe the current moves you 2 squares still. I don't know.
Well, I think you would always land on the 2. Unless you did something crazy like lay a plank right here and then jump from the plank. I don't know.
Right. We got a diving board coming online.
Right. So the special terrain squares do nothing. Yeah, sure, the fuck they don't. In other words, something's going to come out of those. If the adventurer with the Patrick shotgun token is defeated, place the token in the space where they were defeated in any... Oh, where they were defeated... Any adventurer may make an encounter action while on or adjacent to the token to pick it up. If it's placed in dangerous terrain, it is destroyed. So it's possible to lose the shotgun once we get it.
Okay.
Various loots. Only read blue objective if instructed to. And then, of course, we got blue, red, and green totems. Okay, let me unlock these
choice totems.
creatures. Multiple choice totems, yeah. Alright, which Loa do you want?
Yeah, I'll take
How
Ruth.
about that one? Like, which one do you want? Here, let me give you one. So we got the Loas. Let's do the initiative track. And then Patrick goes all the way to the back. And then we've got the little text up here. Treacherous Rivulet. how to... Treacherous rivulet?
Treacherous rivulet.
Hold on.
After regrouping, you continue on. You hear the rushing of water as you come upon a swift-moving river. The river runs over a steep drop that exits the cave. The smell of fresh air is inviting, and you look around to see if you can find a drier exit. As you scan the cavern, you see that you are not alone. Water loas and earth loas close in on you from both sides. Looks like over the falls it is.
Yeah, over the falls it is. So let's look at this current. It looks like it goes straight south. There's these like big rock wall things in the way that'll block you, and if you get moved into them by the current, you'll take damage. Then as soon as it hits the south 2 tiles, it's going from right to left. So it's going west, essentially, if you're thinking of north as the top of the map. It's going west. Very straightforward, but it's a fast-moving current. So if you're in, these squares over here by this edge, basically never be over here, because you don't want to get swept off into the death area there. But these loot tokens will get moved. Oh yeah, and then once we get down here, there's still a swift current that's going to move you into the fucking pits. So, like, even once you land down here, you've got to make sure you're not just, you can't just sit in these squares and have a Coke.
Right.
You've got to keep going so that you don't get currented into these fucking pits here. And we also don't want to let these loot tokens go into the pits. So this loot is going to be moving in the current, and this loot... Wait, is that on an island? Or is it just... I guess that's a piece of... That's actually land.
Okay.
So that blue loot's not going to move, but the uncolored loot down here in the corner is going to be moving too every time, and will eventually make its way into the pit if we don't grab it. The earth loas are hulking, so they're going to ignore the currents. The water loas also are going to ignore the currents because they're water loas. So, and then what are we going to be triggering these totems? The totems do not draw a line of sight past the cliff. Although I think if you're on the edge of the cliff, you have line of sight down there. So I think if we're anywhere in these squares on the edge, we have to start worrying about these totems.
Now, I imagine that this obstructive terrain in front of the blue totem is going to apply, even if we are on the ledge. So, like, if we're here, we wouldn't necessarily see the blue totem.
Right, because that obstructive terrain would block it. And if we're here, we wouldn't see it either. But if you're in these bottom 3 squares, now we start triggering these totems. Both of them, it looks like, at the same time.
That green one might be able to... Yeah, any line.
Oh, right, the green one will trigger, yeah. So as soon as we get to the edge, we're going to start triggering totems. So you put Rook kind of in the back?
Oh, I just set him down. I don't...
Oh. So we've got our people there. We've got our initiative. I think we're ready to go. This is elevation 4. Elevation 1. Currents. Current events.
So I guess we want to think about who's going to go chasing after that loot. It probably should be either Rook or Remy.
Right.
Give me 1 second.
Okay. Giving a second.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess we're ready to begin. I guess it's Zeke's turn first. Well, 2 Earthloas, 2 Cardinal Earthloas. That's a
Cardinal.
lot of health and armor over there. There's also the Waterloas down there. Oh, I guess I've got Patrick this time, who still has 2 points of damage on him. So, I don't know. I guess I'll just start blasting on an Earthloa. Are the Waterloas gonna... Oh, they can come up. They can come up and get to us even if we don't move. I mean, they can come up and start shooting at us even if we don't move.
So, I guess my initial thought is get a barrier on Rook and then send him after the loot. He can one-shot the Waterloas with the Courage Stifle at that point. But, I mean, I also know that Remy can easily one-shot them.
Well, no, she can't one-shot them because they ignore symbols, so she
Oh,
doesn't do
that's
that much
right.
damage. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rook is the best person to deal with the Waterloas for sure. Of course, they are going to dispel your barrier, right? Like right
Oh,
away.
that's right, yeah. Looks like I'll maybe get one shot to... Because they're going to go before Rook does. They get up and within range.
But if you can kind of get down there and kill one of them and stay out of the SOI of the other one somehow, then you don't have to worry about that happening.
Right.
So that's something to think about. But yes, we will start with some buffs. We're gonna give them. You don't have what do you call it? Fucking intervention, right? On Rook.
No, he does not.
All right, so get you some barrier and some intervention. You can have those.
All right.
I'm gonna get 2 more heal tokens. Oh yeah, who needs healing? You need healing, right?
Yeah, Rook's down 8.
All right, I'll heal you for 6.
All right.
So now you're good to go. I'm gonna use Doom Break to get myself a stamina point. Oh no! That's the end of Doom Break. It's okay. It did its thing. I wish I could have 3 arrows equipped. But I can't.
Such a burden, he says.
Yeah, oh yeah, Cardinal Earthloa is such a burden. Nice, Nox. Only problem with Doombreak is once you flip it, it literally does nothing. And he doesn't have another relic in his pack to take its place, but that's okay. Got rid of the poison. Got rid of the poison. You know, he has an intervention token. You know what? I'm going to use it. I'm actually going to use it to re-roll that black die.
Oh, hey.
To not flip Doombreak.
Nice.
And then what I'm going to do... Let's see, he's got a range of 5. If he moves, like... How many stamina does he have? He has 4. He could take 2 shots if he doesn't move. But he can't shoot twice from there. I mean, he can't shoot any number of times from there. If he moves here, he can start shooting purple. So that's going to take him a little bit of movement. Alright, well, I think what he'll do is he'll just empower this shot. One shot with an empower.
All right, here we go.
Alright, well, we're clearly gonna reroll that too, because this time I'm not gonna be fucking anything up. Didn't get any worse. It didn't get any worse.
That's true.
What's the Earthlow's defense?
Only a 10.
I got
Do we
only a 9.
Do we want to start busting out rerolls and whatnot?
I don't know if it's worth it at this point. I mean, what's he even gonna do? Those books on the black die don't help him. He has 3 armor piercing he can use, but then he's still not gonna be doing that much damage. He'll be doing hardly any damage unless he rolls super well on the orange die. So I don't think it's really worth it to use any other rerolls. I think he'll just take the miss and call it a day.
Soylent Green. Nice.
Those Waterlows up there in the current of Soylent Green. Wow. It does kind of look like some curiously green water. Well, it's Nightingale's turn.
Okay, well, we're going to take a point of damage to get Rook hasted.
Rook haste doo-doo-doo-doo. Rook haste doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm going to get ambitious, give everybody a point of stamina.
Stamina.
The Nightingale is going to move to here.
Great if we could somehow get Condemn on one of those lows at least.
Yeah, so that's 1 stamina for the move action, and then let's get Euthanasia going on number 2. Not great. So force 10. I think that's a really low. What I got as far as rerolls here.
The
Yeah,
second lowest result on that die.
I'll bust out the enchanted piercings for this.
Might as well.
Actually, we'll do no piercing.
There you
Okay,
go.
better. Yeah, 13. I will go ahead and do I want to spend the stamina point? No, I'd rather do this twice. So yeah, 13 against Earthloa. And that's gonna be a hit. That's gonna be a hit.
Yay. 6 damage and wilt. Yeah, I mean, if you can get a Condemn on that guy and then just insta-kill him with Fortune Telling next time, it could be worth it. Just because those guys are both some pretty big buckets of hit points and armor. So to get one of them sort of insta-killed would be nice.
Would be nice. So we're going to try that again.
There you go. Force 12.
Force 12.
Convicting. Nope.
All right, so now he is
In fact,
condemned.
you cast it on a third time, he could have double condemnity.
That's not how anything works.
Okay. Well, alright.
So yeah, that's it for Nightingale.
Next is the water Loas. Oh no. Red Loa. Uh-oh. Nightingale's now put herself in danger, I think. Okay.
Yeah.
Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? Yeah, it sure can. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe it can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it can shoot Nightingale.
We'll dodge this one.
Alright.
Okay, so we're looking at 14.
We're looking at a big old bunch of miss.
Sorry, that was actually 15, but yeah, okay.
Now the purple one. Move to get up to range 6 from the nearest opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, another one coming in to Nightingale.
All right, can't dodge this one.
Well, you didn't need to, because she rolled a 4. So that's it for the Loas. Oh, they're facing the wrong way. Very important.
Now,
Okay.
do they have some immunity from the current?
They are immune to the current, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Well, that's it for the... Oh, shit, I forgot that symbols give them... Well, it wouldn't have mattered on either roll, I don't think. I don't remember what the first one rolled, but I don't think she had enough books to turn that into a hit.
It should be in the chat.
The
Yeah.
chat.
She had, looks like 3 books and 11.
So that would have been a 14, which is what you had, right?
Right.
So that would
And
have been
I
a hit
got
of
15.
0.
I wasn't counting the point I get from Oblation's Expiation, so I had a 15.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because you have a base 11 defense. It's confusing because everybody doesn't have the same defense now. Rook and
Right.
Remy only have a 10, but Zeke and Nightingale have an 11, so...
Yep.
Wait. An 11? Or a 12? You should have a 12 defense on Nightingale. Because you get 2 from the Ghost Canister and 1 from the Oblations.
Oh, okay.
So you actually, yeah, so now it's even more confusing, because now she has even more defense than anybody else. She has 12, he has 11, the other 2 still have 10, because they haven't upgraded their cores. Oh yeah, 12 base defense is good.
Yeah.
Alright, so they both missed. And it's now the turn of Remy. I mean, she doesn't really want to just go over there and try to fight those Loas all that badly. But she kind of has to, I guess. But if we're going for an insta-kill on purple, then I guess she should go after red. But I don't want her to go over there and just get fucking pounded into paste by those things. Rook is going south, right? So... Well, I guess she'll be okay. She's got dodges and stuff. What are they gonna do? Where do I want her to be? Doesn't really matter. If I'm within reach 2 or adjacent, it's essentially the same thing, so...
Right. And this push 3 and paralyzed thing could become treacherous. Just the mercy of the currents for 2 turns.
Yeah, well, if you're in the current way up here, it's not going to matter that much, right?
Right.
Well, unless you're taking irreducible damage for being knocked into the walls over and over. But let's say that Remy's going to fly. Because if she moves without flying, she's going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so she basically has to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's move her to there. And then let's attack. Am I using Chains of Command? No, because I can't use command on these things. They're hulking. So she's just attacking. Oh no. That's not good. Well, I guess she's hammer helming this. The fuck with the rolls. Alright, well, it's a hit.
11 is a hit of 1, yeah.
Hit of 1. 2, 3. 4 from the passive. She could make it 5 with the top heavy axe, but then their armor is going to eat all of that, so there's no point in even adding that point. So basically she did 0 damage. Oof. Other possibilities. If she... No, she's done, I think. She's out of staminas and basically is El Garbatron.
Okay.
So what is Rook doing?
So we do get our status benefits even if we're not getting our stamina every turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I get haste this round.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, well, Rook is going to move. He's going to move here. And then against Waterloa number 1. Force 13, Courage Stifle.
Force 13. Oh, no. Oh, you made it. I mean, she rolled a 12, so yeah, you're good.
Okay, so number 1 is dead.
Goodbye, number 1. Hello, loot card.
Oh yeah, we get loot. 7 gold, nice.
7 more gold. Oh, and you have enough stamina left.
Yeah, we're going to go targeting number 2 with the same dealie.
To go for the bifecta. It's not a thing.
So force 12.
Conviction. Oh no! 13.
That row looks foreboding.
It does look foreboding, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
reroll both
that.
dice or just one die?
Oh, both dice. Those are 2 pretty good rolls, I think.
Oh no! Made it worse!
Pull the Zeke. Okay, so we don't get to clear the... We don't get to clear the board on the first round here, but that's all Rook's got.
Alright, well, it was a good try. It should have worked. Statistically, with the forebode and everything, that should have worked. But...
Okay, Cardinal Earth Loa number 1. Is there an ally with an SOI without barrier? Yes, there is.
Fuck my life.
All right, Earth Loa number 2 gains barrier.
Now they have 6 armor. That's so much armor.
Yeah, these guys are not great. Continue down. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Yes. So it won't be moving.
Remy's gonna dodge.
Okay. A 12.
It's a hit of 1.
Okay. A hit of 1, 2, 3 is all.
3 total damage.
3 damage.
Too many belts will reduce it by 2, so she's gonna take 1 point.
All right, follow up. We got a force 12 coming at you.
I don't like it. I don't want a force 12 coming at me. All I've got is white dice. Oh, it's so close! I mean, what's the odds of making that 5 better? Not great. There's only 2 better results on the die. So, I think I'll just... I mean, I could use the enchanted piercings to reroll that 5, but I've only got a 2 in 6 chance of... What did I need? I've got a 2 in 6 chance of making it a pass.
Okay.
Do you think I should do it?
I mean, we've got a lot of, why don't we do this? I could well, I was just gonna say I've got demon vouchers, I've got Ethereum Couture over here.
Well, you should probably save those. What's gonna happen to me if I fail this?
If you fail it, you're gonna get paralyzed and push 3, so you're gonna have to deal with the current, but you're not gonna be in any direct danger from it.
I think I'll just take it.
Okay.
I think I'll just take the paralyze.
There. And paralyzed. Do you have a paralyzed token?
Yeah, I just grabbed one.
Okay.
Yeah, I specifically positioned her in such a way that if she got pushed, she'd be in a lane of the current that's not hazardous.
Okay, that's going to do it for Earth Loa number 1. Earth Loa number 2 is condemned. So if my reading is right, before any of his actions start, he's rolling the black dice.
He is rolling the black dice before he does anything, correct?
Oh man, that is the weirdest looking skull there's ever been.
Oh, it's actually a skull because of fortune telling. Yay, that's good. Otherwise, that guy would have been pounding on dodging Remy. That would have sucked.
Yeah, so Earth Loa number 2 is no more.
And he doesn't get a chance to put a barrier on number 1.
Right. So we are on to Patrick.
I'm finding the Earth Loa to be such a charmer. Oh, Nox.
Armor.
Oh, Nox. Whose turn? Oh, Patrick. Okay, well, I mean... What's he even got in his... Oh! He's got a magic balm ability. He can remove the paralysis.
Damn. Patrick's showing up.
He can spend an energy token right now and 1 of his stamina to remove an effect from an ally within SOI. Get out of here, Paralyze. I'm throwing you off the table. That doesn't have unintended consequences.
It just pops it back up here.
Oh. Alright, I'm just gonna delete it then. Okay, so he removes the Paralyze. That's fucking sick. Nobody really needs this little 3-point heal right now, I don't think, so... I mean, I don't think it's worth it for him to go over there and try to punch the Earth Loas, because he's not going to do much.
Right.
Maybe he will just go... Maybe he'll just move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and let the current take him to this way. I was thinking Patrick could go for the...
Blute.
What?
You're having him chase the blute?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea.
I feel like the blute might be his shotgun.
Ah, okay.
And I don't know if he can benefit from looting it or what happens, but I don't know. He doesn't have a whole lot else he can do right now, so...
Well, do you want to have him pick up the other one that's going to be floating towards him, too?
Yeah. Sure. If
Okay.
Rook's got killing
Yeah,
to
that
do.
way Rook can hopefully take out this water Loa and then get back to the business of other Loas.
That's a really good idea. That's a much better idea, because Rook's got a great weapon against the Loa with all his armor, with the Courage Stifle magic damage.
Right.
Alright, so that's the end of the round. So we shuffle the track. And we move... Yeah, you already did it. That moves to... Nothing's floating in the water down here, right? No. And she moves
Or
to...
no, does the current impact you end of your turn or end of the round?
Oh, the current impacts you end of your turn.
Okay, so she hasn't ended her turn in the current yet.
Right, but that seems weird, doesn't it? If the
Yeah.
current is moving people at the end of the round. Well, no, but normally it's at... Oh, it might be at the end of your movement that puts you into the current, though. So when she got pushed into the water, she should have maybe been moved right then.
Okay.
I don't know. We're going to move her just because I feel like one of those things should be true. I don't know.
It makes sense for her to be moving. Yeah.
Current. Page 22. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, PDF reader. Currents. A figure that ends their turn in a current will move the number of spaces. If they can't move, they're dealt irreducible. Since tokens don't have turns, they're moved at the end of every round. No, it looks like it would only be at the end of her turn for an actual character.
Okay.
So, she hasn't moved yet. Moving. Anyway, whose turn is it? Oh, it's Zeke's again, huh? Okay. Well, Zeke... No. Zeke, who can he buff? Let's get some buffs on Remy. Well, let's get barrier on Remy. She's gonna need it. And let's get an intervention token on... Remy has one. Nightingale has one.
Mm-hmm.
Rook has one.
Yep.
I guess he'll put one on himself then. Put one on himself. He's going to use the Doom Break. Okay, good. So he's got 4 stamina left. Boy, I like how the lows are all going at the end.
Yeah.
I guess he'll just try to shoot. He could try to shoot twice. 1, 2, 3... No, he can't. He's too far away. Do you want Zeke to go down and try to kill the water Loa so that Rook can just full court press against the earth Loa?
Yeah, sure.
Because I feel like the Earthlow is a much bigger threat and harder to kill, so Rook should be on it.
That's a good thought.
So Zeke can go down and start working on the water Loa.
Okay.
So Zeke's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to the edge of here. No, wait, he doesn't need to be within our SOI though. Okay, wait, where the fuck was Zeke? Was he here?
He was just one square up from Nightingale, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yeah, that's where he's gonna be. So he's gonna go to there. And he gets one shot. One shot at glory. So he's gonna take his shot. What's he rolling? Teal and orange. Come on, good roll. Alright, that works. So 13 is a hit of 3, ignoring symbols, but it has no armor, so it takes 3 extra damage. So that's 6 damage, which is perfectly acceptable. 6 damage on the water Loa. Half of its health. He has 1 stamina left, but I think I'll just save that stamina point for... I mean, he could use Fight Drive. He hasn't used his quiver yet this round, so it's a good time to use it. He'll try to take a second shot with Fight Drive. Okay, now it's terrible. So if he uses the quiver, he could reroll.
Wait. I think
What?
before he does that, I think we can get Ethereum Couture to work for us here because you can reroll both.
Oh, actually, you know what? Never mind. Let me use my intervention token since it's replenishable.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I forgot I just put. He gets to reroll both dice with that. So he'll reroll both dice. I mean, in fairness, I did reroll the teal to a 3, so I have to keep that. But there we go. So now we've got an 11. Now he could use the quiver just to reroll the 3.
There we go.
Fuck. Thank you, quiver. Well, he's still got an 11, which is a hit of 2, and he still gets the plus. Fuck. It's going to be 1 point short, isn't it?
And 3 is the lowest teal dice, right? So let's do a reroll.
You think it's worth it?
I mean, to take her off the board before she gets to act, because if that doesn't happen, I'm going to send Nightingale down there to take a shot at her. So this way, it's extra damage against the Earth Loa.
All right. So what are you going to use for the reroll?
Ethereum Couture.
All right. Why not? Reroll that 3. There you go. That's a kill.
Okay.
All right. So we get the Earth Loa off the board. Grab another loot card. We only have 14 cards left in the loot deck. 9. We're up to 167 up there.
Been a profitable shotgun hunting excursion for us.
For sure. Okay, well, that's it for Zeke's turn. He managed to kill the Earth Loa with some help.
Okay, Rook is going to regain a boatload of stamina.
A boatload is a lot of stamina.
And we're going to spend 1 point to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a different game when you have Aspect.
Aspect is so good. Thinking of taking it on Remy also, even though she can fly, just so she doesn't have to fly as much. But I don't know. It could be good for Zeke or Night. I don't know if those two will really bother with it, but
Yeah, probably not, especially with Nightingale and her expanded SOI. Okay, we're Stifling this thing's courage, hopefully. Force 11. And he rolled a 10 conviction check, so he takes 12 beefy damage.
Big, beefy 12 piece. We finally got some damage on the board for that guy.
Nothing else I think we're really gonna do. I'm gonna go check on things while you take the next couple of turns here. I'll be back.
All right. Check on that delicious stuff you're cooking, or whatever you're checking on. Okay, so hey, what's up, Spazang? How you doing? Welcome. I misclicked. I'm sorry about that, Spazang. I didn't actually mean to invite you to this game. I clicked on the wrong person on my friends list. My bad. Sorry if it disturbed you or whatever. But you were playing The Witcher 2. Nice. How you doing, Spiz? Good to see you. How's The Witcher 2 going? I love The Witcher 2. It's one of my favorite games. Whose turn is it? It's it's Patrick's turn. I see. Yeah, well, this is a pretty complicated board game. I have the actual physical board game in real life, but this is like a tabletop simulator version of it. Yeah, it's complicated. It's kind of like playing D&D without a DM. You have this book. I mean, this is just a PDF image or whatever, but in real life, there's a huge, thick book that has a story in it, and it sets up all the encounters for you and tells you what to do and stuff, like a DM would. You enjoying it? I'm glad. You've already played The Witcher 3, though, right? That's right, you have, and you wanted to play the older ones for the backstory or whatever, yeah. Alright, so it's Patrick. He's going to... he's going to get his 3 stamina. He's going to move... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven, 8. And then he's going to stop. And what's going to happen is the current is going to move him onto this island.
Will it actually move him out of the water, or does he take a point of damage?
It's a square he can move into. So
Okay.
It will move him into it. I mean, if it moved him into one of these things, he would take damage. But he can actually move into that square. So yeah, it'll move him there. So it puts him onto the island and his turn is done. Oh, wait. Yeah, his turn is done. Okay, so then it's Remy. You've played The Witcher 3. The next gen upgrade will be this year Q4 if there are no more delays.
I thought that last I heard that it was on an indefinite hold.
Well, yeah, I always hear everything's on an indefinite hold, and then there's still... I don't know what that means, even. Remy suffering with the lack of haste. She's one of the unhasted masses.
Yeah, she is not alone.
I guess she's gonna go after that Earth, though. I mean, there's not a whole lot else for her to do.
Oh, that's really good news. I've wanted to go back to The Witcher 3, but it hasn't made sense for like 2 years because the next gen patch was just a couple of months away for the last 2 years.
Well, what device are you going to play the next gen version on? You don't have a PS5, do you?
No, they're going to refresh the PC, aren't they?
Pretty sure the PC version is going to stay exactly the same. The PC's already as high gen as it can get. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. Maybe the PC version is getting some kind of facelift as well. But I thought the PC version was already as good as it could be. But I thought the next gen upgrade was just to take advantage of the increased properties of the latest gen of consoles. But I don't know that much about it, so basically I'm making shit up.
Yeah, I mean, I've read an article or two. That's it. I'm no expert.
Oh, well, shit. You've read more articles than I have, so that makes you officially the expert.
I've done research according to the internet.
Yeah, I fucking looked at a Wikipedia page for 20 seconds. I've researched this topic. Alright, Remy's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. She'll move to here. And she'll attack. Well, it's a start. We're gonna Zeke reroll that 4. Now, hopefully this would not be a Zeke reroll.
It's a Zeke reroll.
What was the odds that a 4 was gonna get worse on a teal die?
1 in 6.
That's not bad. Fuck it. Intervention token. There you go. That's not that much better. That's a 13 versus their defense of 10. It's a hit of 3. A hit of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, a hit of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might as well use this. 10. Hit of 10. It's got 5 armor, so...
It does have 5 armor. Any armor piercing in there?
No armor piercing, sadly. Maybe I should give her an armor piercing weapon for a second. I don't know, but she's already deep in weapons that she wants to use and can't use them all, so... anyway, it's 5 damage total that she dealt.
Okay.
And she can't do anything else special because she doesn't have any more stamina. See, she needs to be using this ability. Because that does irreducible damage, which would be really good against the Loa, but she keeps running out of juice. Juice out, run. That's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. It's Nightingale's turn. She can do some good stuff.
Alright, just so we'll stop all the passive aggression, haste on Remy.
Oh, how nice that I've finally been remembered.
Okay.
Haste on Remy. Wow, that's cool. I mean, better late than never, they say.
Then we're going to do the re-equip action.
Yeah, you are. Putting on the sentient bodysuit.
Yeah, start some passive healing here, and then let's euthanize this thing.
Personally, I would never want to play The Witcher 3 on console. I would always want to play it on PC. It's not even a contest for me, but that's just me.
All right. Well, this is a big 14 force.
Ooh, good. Zooming in. Whoa!
So that's a hit.
You got him. And you put Wilt on him, which will help the other people damage him. Well, the other people. I guess just Remy.
Zeke is also doing attacks, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. That's true. Wilt would help Zeke as well. I mean, how badly hurt? He's almost dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we got this.
Earth Loa's turn.
Oh no,
Okay.
Remy's about to get pasted again, isn't she?
So it's actually targeting Rook via initiative order.
Oh, via initiative order. Because he's already within reach 2 of Rook.
Right. Rook's gonna dodge.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, nice dodge. So
Good
he's at a
dodge.
14 defense.
14, big defense.
That's a miss.
Terrible attack roll. You got a counter you want to use, or is it even worth it?
Yeah, you know, we got Wilt on there. Let's counter. Okay.
Price is right. Losing horn on that one.
Yeah.
All right,
so
Spiz.
that's it,
Thanks.
though. Take care, Spiz.
So how
Thanks
are
for
we doing?
the info on Witcher 3, man. I'm once again looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. Now that I know there's a better version coming, I'll feel really justified in putting off finishing it all this time and starting a new playthrough.
Same.
I thought the better version was only going to be for PS5 and maybe whatever stupid Xbox version they're on now. Zeke's been first every round. What a maniac, that Zeke.
Yep.
Alright, what do you got, Zeke? Alright, who doesn't have barrier? Nightingale doesn't have barrier. You can have barrier.
Alright.
Barrier for Nightingale. You still have an intervention token. Rook still has an intervention token. Remy doesn't. So what he's gonna do is... 2, 3, 4, 5... Fuck. Not a great way for him to shoot that Loa without... Wait, at the end of the last round, I don't think this thing moved. It was supposed to move.
Oh, yes.
This is round 3, right?
That's correct, yep.
Okay. I don't really want to move him into the... hold on. If he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, he will be in the water. But he'll be in the safe lane of the water. So if he moves to here... for 1 point of stamina. And then he gives intervention to Remy. And then he uses Doombreak. And he rolls the black. Doombreak is fine. He could now try to shoot twice. So his first shot is gonna be... Oof. I guess I'll use the quiver. Oh yeah, finally the quiver showed up. Alright, so that's 14. It's a hit of 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit of 8. The guy has 5 armor, but I have 3 armor piercing, so he effectively has 2 armor.
Okay, and does that 8 include the wilt?
Doesn't, so he's going to take 6 plus 2 for wilt. He's going to take 8 damage. That's going to kill him, right?
Yep, that kills him.
We got him! Because of the wilt.
Because of the wilt.
Alright, feels good to finally have to do something useful with Zeke. So, after he's accomplished that, he can't do anything else actually because he's already moved, so he's just kind of stuck in the water. So now his turn ends and he gets moved by the current. And it's Nightingale's turn.
Okay, well, I mean, I guess...
Max says, where there's a wilt, there's a way.
Oh, wow.
I
I
what?
love it.
What?
Oh, come here. Let's do this. Get some stamina back. We'll heal a point. We'll immediately take another point to give haste to Zeke.
Haste on Zeke. Getting fancy. Thank you.
Move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, we'll end our movement there. End our turn there.
Get currentized. Okay. Good. Earthlows are dead. Padrick's turn. Alright, so Padrick is going to get his stamina. He's going to spend 1 to collect blue loot. If you're standing in the water when you opened this, read the hidden text for the blue objective. Otherwise, you've found Padrick's shotgun. Gain the Padrick shotgun token. What is so what would have happened? There would have been an unexpected wave of water welling up. You got to make a perception check. If you fail, the wave hits you, knocks you down, ends your turn. The gun slips from your grasp, and it starts moving 4 spaces down the stream to the edge of the second thing.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious. Alright, well, I'm glad he's on the island. Alright, so the dumb thing is, all he gets is the Padrick shotgun token. Like, once you complete this quest, you get like a new version of Padrick's card where he's like a badass because he's got his shotgun. Like, logically, he should be able to start using it right now, but, well, then we could, oh, it's water damaged or whatever. He's got to take it back to the shop.
He's got to, gunsmith it up a bit, scrub some rust off.
Yeah, so I guess it makes sense that maybe he can't start using it right away. But he got his shotgun. Yay.
This area looks like it is prime for the delivery of sliggins into a firearm.
True. No ammo. Yeah, I mean, you would think he would have ammo on him, but his ammo might have gotten wet. Who knows?
That's the thing from this story last time where they were like, oh yeah, guns are so rare because, we don't have them here on Middara. They had to come back from Earth, so rare. What, is somebody just massively importing all the bullets then? I mean, where are you getting all of your cartridges?
Well, they're making them. No, they can't bring stuff from Earth. They have to just try to make stuff based on stuff they had on Earth, but they don't have all of the same resources and like kind of manufacturing technology. So that's, you're saying, like, it's really hard to make guns here. So people can't just bring sacks full of guns from Earth, otherwise the Middara would be full of guns.
I thought that when people came back from Middara, or from Earth to Middara, they brought stuff with them. Like, isn't that why Zeke was talking about running out of cigarettes and stuff like that? Or did I just completely get that wrong?
Well, I don't know. It's unclear. I thought they couldn't really bring anything back with them, but there are certain items, like, some of the items seem like they must have been brought back from Earth. There's like an MP3 player or like an iPad or something similar to that is one of the relics you can find. Maybe it's possible to bring something from Earth on occasion. There's some special way to do it, but it's like rare and difficult, so most people don't. But my impression was most of the stuff is actually manufactured here on Middara.
Right.
Based on designs of things from Earth.
Okay.
But they're not actually bringing back truckloads of actual Earth tech, because that's why everything isn't all high tech and shit. Otherwise, everyone would be using guns instead of swords and shit. Anyway, what's going on? You got the Patrick shotgun. Patrick's... Oh, his turn isn't actually over, though. He has more stamina. So what's he going to do? He's going to go try to get that other loot. So, he's going to go... 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now he's going to spend another stamina point to grab this loot out of the water. It's yellow. Yellow loot. Gain 1 random consumable. Then make a perception 10 check. His perception is 5. Okay. What? What? Well, he failed. We would have gotten 20 more gold, but he failed.
You want to, I think it's probably worth an encounter power.
What encounter power?
Got a wand of hindsight over here that lets you reroll those dice.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. Alright, he made it. So, you found a hidden compartment. You get 20 more gold. So we're going to get 20 more gold. 187. And a random consumable. We've got an MF Fortitude. Which, as I recall correctly, he can hold on to items. He can't, like, equip items, you know, as a command combatant, but he can gain items and carry them around. I can't remember exactly what it says. Anyway, I think his turn is done, so he's going to get moved by the current back to the island. And he's finished. So you want to do Rook's turn while I look this up.
Okay. Well, Rook's getting all of his stamina back. Rook's gonna move to here. Right, yeah, Rook is just moving down into the lake, letting the current take him to the edge of the drop-off here. So we're gonna pop both the blue and green totems.
Oh shit, okay, 1 second.
No, yeah, take your time. I'm gonna go check on things.
Checking on things. Thing check. Alright. What did he do? He came over here to the edge? What a maniac. What a mad lad. What a ledge. He's a ledge on the ledge. Popping both totes. Totes my goats over here. Totes my goats.
All right, did we,
Well, they can't
Figure it out?
equip items, is all it said. I read somewhere something about command combatants picking up an item, but I can't remember where I found that. But they can't equip items, but I'm pretty sure he can pick something up like this, and I think he can use consumables, or somebody else could take it from him with a re-equip or whatever, but he can't like, you know, pick up a piece of armor or a relic or something and equip it.
Okay.
But he can still carry stuff just like an adventurer can, so he can carry up to
Alright.
3 things.
So he's got a pack, basically, but just no other slots, really.
Yeah. It's unclear to me whether he could actually use this consumable. I'd have to do further research, but I would say my gut feeling is that he could use it if he wanted to. So what's happening here? You're popping both of these totems?
All 3.
All 3?
Yeah, the red one actually popped early.
Okay, because I don't know what path you took to get to where you are.
So here's where red is revealed.
No, because you're not on the edge. The height difference. The height difference blocks it until you're on the actual edge.
Okay, so basically, I moved to here and then ended the turn, so he floated down to here.
Okay, so now, as soon as you hit the edge, now both of those are activating. So we'll just read them both. Green and blue?
Green and blue, yep.
Alright, so blue totem. The pond moves in mysterious ways. If one or more waterlows is still alive, read A. Otherwise, read B. So we're reading B. Obviously, if you read A... Oh, you get merkhounds. But instead, B, a handful of waterloas have made this pond their home. Spawn 2 waterloas on water terrain spaces adjacent to this totem.
That was green you read first? Or
That
no,
was
blue.
blue. So we get a couple waterloas coming back out onto the board. Okay, so that's a thing that happens, and the waterlows will enter the initiative order right after Rook. And then the green totem, down below, amongst the rocks and foliage, something moves in the rocks. Oh, here we go, it's the same thing. If one or more earthloas are still alive, read A, otherwise read B. So we would have gotten a Gavaden, but since we killed the Earthloas, we get more Earthloas. We get one more Earthloa. And Earthloa bursts from the rocks. Spawn an Earthloa on the blue exit.
On the blue exit?
It says on the blue exit.
Okay.
So...
Is that where the Gavaden would have been?
We can take
all
the damage off there. Does not have wilt. Yeah, the Gavaden would have been on where the totem is, so... And then red totem we haven't actually hit yet. And the Earth Loa will go into the initiative right after the Water Loa. So, is Rook's turn then complete?
Yeah.
Alright, so that makes it immediately the Water Loa's turn. Is there a figure within SOI with an effect? No. Is there more than one opponent within SOI? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? Yeah, it can. 1, 2, 3. It doesn't even have to move. In fact, it moves back. And it's going to shoot at Rook. Rook cannot dodge because he's in water.
Right.
So it misses.
Okay.
Then the purple Loa. Are you within its SOI? 1, 2, I mean...
Yeah, right, because this is 4 to 1 elevation.
Yeah. I guess you are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to remove your barrier.
I've got barrier and haste. Does it matter which? Is it random?
I guess it's just golden rule which one we think is the most
Oh
inconvenient.
yeah, definitely barrier then.
Then it's going to cast a spell 6 on you.
Okay.
So it's got a force 8 you're resisting.
I resist with an 11.
Great. Water Loas are done. Earth Loa.
He is basically just moving towards the nearest opponent at this point.
Right.
Earth Loa is done.
I like how it says those squares aren't going to do anything, and there's a red totem sitting right there. by those
Right.
Squares. We're not fooled, game. All right. Earth Loa just moves, so it's Remy's turn. Well, Remy's way the fuck up there in the middle of nowhere, so that's good. She's gonna get 4 staminas because she's hasted. Thank you. 4 staminas. She could fly very far. So she's gonna fly 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. She could fly 12 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. No. Twelve would get her to here, which is not a good place to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. All the way down to the bottom. Then the current will move for 2. And... good. He's done.
Alright, new round.
The newest of rounds. We don't have to worry about the current moving any chests because they're all grabbed already. Starting with Nightingale this time.
Okay. Nightingale is going to heal a point, take a point, give herself haste. She's just gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 from here for 3 stamina. And then be moved 2 more at the end of her turn.
Nice.
Earth Loa is just moving 4. Okay, so he can't be moved by the currents, but he does still have movement penalties, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so that's as far as he can get. And it's Zeke's turn.
Oh yeah, did we ever look up heavy to see if it
Yeah,
stops-
hulking is not, yeah, it can't, no force movement, no. And then heavy is just reduce the force movement by 1 square.
Okay, so Rook will be moved by the current 1 instead of 2, right?
Right.
I don't feel like that's how that would work in real life. Imagine you're wearing a like full set of plate armor and you fall into a fast-moving river. Are you really gonna move less down the river than the other person?
I mean, it's more about density than weight, I guess.
Density. I guess it kind of makes sense. I get maybe it completely makes sense actually.
Lois Lane. I love it.
There's so many of these monsters on this map that the locals call this place Lois Lane. Nice. Call Superman. So it's Zeke's turn? Lois Lane. That's a good one. Zeke's turn. Zeke's turn. Well. He'll get his 3 stamina. He'll spend 2 to apply the buffs to himself. He'll use Doom Break. Get another stamina point. He'll start moving. So he can move 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Start with that. See where he gets with 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. That's as far as he can get with all of his movement. And then the current moves him to here. That's as good as it gets for old Zeke. So Rook's turn. Rook's on the edge.
Rook is on the edge. All right, well, we're back at full stamina. And, you know, if I'm in range of the Loa, then the Loa's in range of me. So, start out with a Courage Stifle. A vastly diminished, pathetically weak Courage Stifle, thanks to the stupid Loa.
Yeah, a non-one-shot is the important part.
Ooh, 14.
Ooh, 14. Not 14.
All right, so they take a 10 piece.
An anemic 10 piece.
Rook's then gonna move. I don't think Padrick is really going to kill a Water Loa, so we may just do both attacks against the same target here.
Wrong figure. Look at this guy with his aspect, just casually wading through all the water like it ain't no thing.
Right? Okay, he's going to move to there, and then, yeah, we'll Courage Stifle that same Loa again. Force 12.
Nope.
All right, so
Loot card. card. We can get a loot card.
7
That's
more.
another 7 gold. We're up to 194. This is a very fucking lucrative side mission.
It is.
Plus, Patrick
All
said
right.
he's going to pay us, too. So there'll be some kind of cash reward at the end as well.
Ooh. So that's every all of Rook's
good job.
stamina. So yeah, he's done, and it is Patrick's.
All right. Well, Patrick's full of all kinds of possibilities. Oh, he's not hasted now. Okay, so he's got 3 energy tokens left. Oh, I've been completely forgetting to use his Like the Shadows this battle. Probably didn't matter though. So he's gonna go jump in the water, I guess. How much? Okay, so he's got 6 movement. He's got 6 movement and he's got 4 stamina points. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Customs. He's got 3 movement squares left. That's going to take him 2 of those. So that's as far as he can get with all of his stamina. Now he could use Like the Shadows to get 2 squares of free movement, which will get him like 1, 2, and then the current moves him where from that square? Moves him straight back to as far as he can get, right? Yeah. So he ends up right here, which is a little bit precarious,
A little bit.
but should be fine as long as that Earthlower doesn't come and paralyze him or something.
Especially because he's carrying the shotgun.
Yeah. You know what he could do? He could drink this MF Fortitude. Just so that he gets... And that would give him enough movement to get to here.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Can he do
though,
that
but-
because you said he couldn't equip items? Just
Well,
carry.
does one equip consumables, though, is the question.
Okay.
I mean, like, are consumables a thing that are equipped, or do you simply have them? Oh, no, it does look like consumables are a thing that are equipped. Yeah, you're right. So, he can't equip the MF Fortitude, so therefore he cannot drink the MF Fortitude. So therefore he is back here. So that's it for Patrick. Waterloa.
Waterloa.
Waterloa does have a positive effect within SOI. So I guess Rook is going to lose, what, his haste?
Haste is gone.
And then there's an opponent with an SOI. Opponent with the lowest conviction value. What's Rook's conviction?
2 white.
Alright, well, Patrick has white and teal, so it's going to cast a spell on Rook. Got a 9.
I got a 10.
Alright, you resist. And then it doesn't move or anything. So, Remy's turn. Remy has haste, so she gets 4 staminas. She's right on the edge. She's gonna fly 8 squares. One, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. She'll fly to here. She'll attack the water loa. She's gonna use Hammer Helm to reroll the 3. Okay, so Nintendo 12 versus a defense of 9.
Dude.
What?
We popped the red totem a million years ago.
Oh shit, red totem. Thank you, Nox. Well, all we can do is just do it now.
Yeah.
You observe a pack of cave sickles skittering about near the exit of the cave. Spawn 3 cave sickles adjacent to this totem. If you're reading this text and you're also on elevation 4, read the section below. Hold on. Is there a way to pop that one from elevation? I guess maybe if you're like right here. But nobody was ever in these squares.
No, right.
Right? So that never would have applied to us. What would have happened? Unfortunately, you watch them too long and lose track of your footing and you get swept down the cliffside. Make an agility 8 check, and if you fail, you're defeated? What the fuck? And then if you make it, you jump and land in the water and you're fine, basically. But that's hilarious. You can have those cave sickles. So we got some cave sickles. Actually, that's the wrong cave sickles, though. We need the elder ones. You were walking along, your life and your quest end here. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, technically, these guys would have gone right after Rook's turn, right?
Right.
But I mean, we already did all these other turns, so I guess we'll just have them go after Remy.
It's gonna potentially wreck Remy.
Yeah, well, I guess that's life. I mean, yeah. Let's just say we couldn't see the red totem until now. Because there's no other way. We can't go back, like...
Yeah, because Patrick took a turn, the water loa took a turn. And I don't think anything would have fundamentally changed beyond maybe what Remy would have done.
Right. We'll just go with it like this. So, anyway, she got a 12 against the Loa, so she hit for 3. 4. She hit for 4 on the red Loa. I always think of red lobster when I say red Loa. Red lobster. So she hit for 4, and, you know, whatever. Quickened Eye, I guess, just because she can. You know what? No. She got this thing into killable range for Rook's thing.
Yeah.
Not quite killable range for Nightingale, though.
I think Nightingale's gonna start stacking up Wilt and Condemn on the Earth Loa.
Good idea. So, she will use Quickened Eye. Alright.
That's a big hit.
That's a hit of 4, 5, ignoring all the
right,
symbols. It's hit of 5 even without the symbols. She doesn't have any more juice to do anything else. Unless, no, she can't re-equip right now. She doesn't have the stams. So I think that's it for Remy.
Okay.
So now these cave sickles are gonna go.
Cave Sickle number 1. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 4? Yep. So it moves to here and targets Remy. You're gonna dodge.
Yes, she will dodge.
Okay, 2 within SOI.
14 defense.
5 attack.
Nice. Okay, that's one miss.
Cave Sickle number 2, going to do the same thing. Dodging?
Yes. 11 defense.
11 attack. So that's a hit of 0 plus 1, 2.
All right, Belts will take care of that. So
Okay.
she takes no damage.
Cave Sickle number 3. Any dodges left over there?
I do have dodges left, yes.
I've got a 12 I'm looking at.
I've got a 12 and one from the green terrain in between us, so that's a miss.
All right. Should I be subtracting those, or do we add them to the armor?
Technically, you subtract them from the attack roll, but I feel like either way we choose to do it. Like, if the defender keeps track of it and just adds it to their defense, mathematically it's exactly the same.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
We just remember that it's 1 point in the defender's favor whenever you're shooting through an ally or through the green terrain. And those two things do stack.
Okay.
And if you're shooting through an enemy, you don't have line of sight at all, which is something we've probably forgotten a few times.
Yeah, I think we have. Okay, that's it for the Cave Sickles and the round, so shuffling the track.
Shuffling the track.
Oh, I like this initiative track.
All right, this works. This works. So Remy can refresh all those dodges that she just used. You can get 4 staminas. So I think what she's gonna... How much health does this Loa have? 3? Okay, so she's gonna re-equip. She's gonna re-equip. She's gonna put the Thief Dagger on and take off the top heavy axe for a second. She's gonna get rid of Quickened Eye and put on Fight Drive. Costs her 1. She's gonna throw the Thief's Dagger at the Loa, dealing exactly enough damage to kill it. So the Loa's dead. Get another loot card. Unique loot! Woo! Not looking, not looking. We got... Oh, what is this? What
That
is
looks
this?
cool.
It's the nano robes.
Nano.
32 ounces of nanite. Alright, so every round you can re-roll a conviction check.
Wow.
And once per encounter you can just straight up make an attack miss. The only problem is it's an accessory, and we already have pretty good accessories.
Yes, we do.
Oh, it's tough. I mean, the belts are so good. I don't know what to do with that. And I don't want to give up my quiver on Zeke.
Probably worth at least carrying around if we run into a spellcaster heavy encounter.
True. I feel like this is something that Rook should be carrying around more than anyone else. So for now, I think this thing is going straight to the stash. But
yeah, that makes sense.
we can pull it out and somebody can carry it around after the encounter. Or after the adventure is over. Okay, so that's a nice find.
Yeah.
And then she's got 3 stamina left. She hasn't moved. She hasn't done her regular attack yet. So she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a very precarious position. But hopefully... I don't know. She does have Scimitar Swallow equipped. She'll get to attack 2 different sickles. She's got all of her dodges and stuff. She's got barrier, so hopefully this won't be too bad. So she's going to move up there. She's going to attack. Any preference on which cave sickle I attack? I mean, based on your plans?
No, I was gonna mostly just focus on the Earth Loa with my people, try and somehow get aggro, but I don't think that it's possible this round.
Oh, yeah. Rook and Nightingale should both be working on the Earth Loa, definitely. Okay, so she'll attack the number 2 there. So this is going to cost her 2 stamina. She can attack number 2. Alright, 7 and a 3. She'll use Hammer Helm to reroll the 3. Okay, that's a good hit. That's going to do a lot of damage. 15 over a 10 is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage without even using books, which she can't because she doesn't have top-heavy equipped. So that's a kill. That's a one-shot.
Nice.
Without using anything special, really. I mean, she did use a Hammer Helm for a reroll, but still. So that's a one-shot, okay? So we get number 2 the fuck out of there. Then, as part of Scimitar Swallow, she can attack a different target. So now she'll attack number 1 in front of her there. Okay, that's not a great roll, so what she's going to do is use her intervention token to reroll both of those. Okay, made it worse. Thanks, Zeke. That's not good. She's going to use Enchanted Piercings to reroll any of her dice. Okay, that's better. So that's a hit of... what? I keep forgetting their defense. It's 10, right? Yeah.
10, yeah.
A hit of 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a hit of 5 with no further way to improve that. So she'll do 5 damage to red, to number 1.
5 damage.
Yeah, which he didn't already have 5 damage, right?
Right, I just put that on there.
Okay, so then after she hits him with that, she's going to use Fight Drive to attack again.
A walking blender that is Remy Moretti.
The Walking Blender. Oh, that was almost a 6 on the other die. Well, that's still going to be decent. It's a hit of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that enough to kill it? It's going to be 1 short, isn't it?
It is.
1 short, and she doesn't have the top-heavy axe. She can't convert the book to damage. So yeah, it's 1 short, and I think she's run out of tricks. I think she's run out of tricks. Yep. I was hoping she could kill 2. She very nearly killed 2. But she didn't kill 2.
But still, well softened.
Well softened, yes. Maybe Patrick can finish the one off or whatever. So Rook has his eye on the Loa, I think.
That he does.
Well, she actually did pretty good that round because she finished off the Water Loa first.
Oh yeah, no, that was a good round for Remy.
She finished off the Water Loa and then killed the sickle and almost killed the second sickle. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. I'll take it. What is Rook doing?
Some nonsense that he shouldn't be doing.
Great. Standing in the
I was
dangerous current, huh?
I was gonna try and open up the ground underneath the Earth Loa, but With all the pushing that it can do, no. Okay, so yeah, he's just going to move to there and then spend 2 stamina points to courage stifle that thing.
All right.
Okay, that's a force of 12.
It's good.
That's a hit for 10 damage. And that is it for Rook.
Okay. Nightingales.
Nightingale. God, she's got to use all her movement to sort of get out of danger.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm like, she's going to have to spend her whole turn just moving to a decent position, probably.
Although, I think that... Here's what we're going to do. We don't need to be too afraid of the water, I don't think. She can move to here for 2 stamina points. And then
Cool.
she can attack the Earth Loa. Try and get Wilt on it at least.
Wilt is good.
Ugh.
If she had some kind of, like, you know, courtly functionary who was in charge of applying that status for her, he would be the Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay. All right.
So there's a basketball player named Wilt Chamberlain.
Mm-hmm.
And a Chamberlain is a... Never mind. Pretty good. Can I get a :D out of
No, I
Knox at
mean,
least?
it should have gotten more than it did for me. I'll admit that. My mind was a little like, how can I change that 3 into anything that doesn't suck? Okay,
So you
force.
don't have anything for that, huh?
Now she's tapped on rerolls. Well, it's a
That's...
force of 9. Maybe it rolls poorly.
Yeah, you can get an energy token if you fail at least. Didn't roll
Did not
poorly.
roll poorly. We'll get the energy token. And then she is going to take a point of damage that should have been healed. Get haste back on Rook.
I'm just glad there's no fragors. For some reason, I thought fragors were going to pop out of these squares up here instead of cave sickles, which would have made this much worse.
That's a bad time. Okay, Nightingale's turn is over, so we're going to move a couple squares.
Current events.
And then it is at Adric's turn.
Okay, what can he do? Well, he's got 3 stamina. He's in the water. He can't... He's gonna have to just spend all of his shit moving, basically. Oh, he could throwing knife and finish off that one cave sickle. Yeah.
Back in a sec.
Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What if he does like the shadows first? He goes, like the shadows, like that. And now he does his movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight costs him 2. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, he's got range to do the throwing knives. Spends an energy token. Throws a purple die. 1? Oh my god. Wait, that's all he needed. That's all he needed. He only did 1 damage. But the Elder Cave Sickle only had 11 out of 12 health damage. So it's enough. It's enough. I love it. I fucking love it. Alright, beautiful. That was a good turn for him. Does he need to heal anybody? He's down 2, 0, 2, 2. I guess not. Water Loa. Oh, the Water Loas are dead. They don't get another turn. Earth Loa.
Okay, Earthlow up.
Yeah, so Patrick moved over here, got just in range, threw a knife, and he rolled a 1 for the damage.
Oh my god.
But the Elder Cave Sickle only had 1 hit point left.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So it was just enough to take the red guy off the board. It's pretty hilarious. So yeah, the Earthlow is gonna go now.
Alright, well. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Yeah, it's got a plethora of choices. Well, 2. So we're going after Remy. Dodging.
Yes, dodging. Actually, hold on. She's got... Yeah, okay. She'll dodge with her shirt. Well, no. She'll dodge with the, belts. Oh, good dodge. 15 defense. 16 with terrain.
Okay, it rolls a 10, so...
Misses. She's not countering.
Alright, so no follow-up. And the Earthlow is done. Zeke.
Earthlow is done. Zeke. Okay, let's see. Zeke's hasted. It's 4 stamina. He wants to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How far can he move? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He can only move 13 max. Oh, he could try to Doom Break. Hold on, let's Doom Break. So now he could move 15 max. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You can get this far. Current's gonna bring him precariously close. He can get this far, and he can put another barrier on Rook.
Alright.
And he can put intervention on... Who needs intervention?
Looks like just you and Remy.
Remy's too far away.
Oh, and Zeke already has it.
Yeah. I guess he can give intervention to Patrick.
Oh, right.
And that's as far as Zeke can go. So then the current's going to move him dangerously close to the pit.
Nightingale gives him a little shove.
The cave sickle. The last cave sickle gets
All
to
right.
go.
Is there an opponent adjacent? Hello, Remy.
Dodging with shirt. So effectively a 14 defense.
Oh, yeah, he had no chance.
Good, I can counter. Oh, look at that counter.
Oof.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. One shot kill on the counter.
On the Cave Sickle's turn.
Beautiful.
Done.
See how skillfully I rolled those dice?
So skillfully. Okay, Nightingale.
Oh, loot card. 6 more gold. We're up to 200. And we can get one more loot card from the Earth Loa.
Nice. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just euthanize him. Okay, 13.
It's good.
And yeah, that's better than the 12 conviction check.
Not enough.
So, nice to open up the round by putting Wilt on him.
Yeah, good job. What wilt thou do?
I think that's going to end her turn. Yeah. Remy.
Well, that wilt will help Remy do some damage. Even through all that armor. So, Remy's got 4. She needs to re-equip. Get the top heavy axe back out. She needs to re-equip, and she needs to... She doesn't need to move, actually, because she can use Chains of Command to attack with Reach. So she'll attack with Reach. And she'll empower this strike. Okay. She'll use Hammer Helm on the 3. Okay. What's the defense we're looking at for that Loa?
We've got a defense of 10.
It's a hit of 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage. Minus 5 is 7. Plus 2 for Wilt is 9 damage.
Beefy hit.
It's a good hit on an Earthflow without armor piercing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's within kill range of Nightingale now. We're good. Looking good.
Awesome. Well, that's her turn.
Fortunately, he gets to go. So, can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Yeah, it wants to go after Nightingale, and I think it certainly can.
Well, but it says to move to be within reach 2 of the nearest opponent. So it wouldn't go after Nightingale for that respect. Nearest is already the people that it's already within reach of.
Thank you. Yes. Okay, so then we've got Nightingale, or we've got Remy and Rook here. So unfortunately, still going after Remy.
All right, that's fine. She'll dodge. Or 15 defense.
12 attack, so that's a miss. Do you want to counter?
No, she can't counter.
Okay. So then make an attack, follow up no, so the Earthlow is done.
Earthlow is done. Zeke. Alright, well. Everybody's got barrier, right? I guess Nightingale doesn't have barrier.
No, she does.
Oh, she does.
Yeah, I keep all my status tokens.
That's
up
right,
top here.
I forgot. I guess... I mean, it doesn't really matter probably at this point, so, but what about intervention? Does anybody need intervention that's within his range? He needs to get the fuck out of... He needs to get the fuck out of Super Deathland range there, so he's gonna
Right.
use... Doom Break! That's fine. He'll take that skull. Doom Break will get flipped. We're almost at the end. So he's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Moving 9 will cost him 2. Then he can 1, 2, 3, 4. He can give Remy. He can give a barrier to Padrick. Not that he's really going to need it. He can give an intervention to Remy. Not that she's really going to need it. He can try to shoot the Loa. Empower? Terrible roll. Let's go ahead and use the quiver on this 4. Okay, so he hits for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits for 5. Minus, and he's got armor piercing. So he's only taking 2 off, so he's going to hit for 3 plus the wilt of 2. He's going to do 5 total damage.
That's enough to kill him.
All right! Yay!
Yes.
I didn't expect him to actually kill him.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be another 1-point situation, but I remembered he's got that. That armor piercing is coming in useful.
That's the whole reason. Yeah, bows are nice because they have more range than crossbows, but I always want to use the crossbow because of that armor piercing. 6 more gold. Yeah, that armor piercing is helpful. So we got 6 more gold, and the enemies are all defeated. We can just make a run for the border. Padrick.
He's the one that actually needs to get there, right?
Well, oh yeah, he actually has to get there because you have to end the turn exit with the blue Padrick shotgun token. So he's he's like the shadows. Go doot doot. Then he'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I think he can get there.
Yeah, it looks like.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, he made it. That's all of his staminas to get there. And he made it. We win! Finally, this was a lengthy encounter.
It was, yeah.
Well, I guess it wasn't that long.
Now, did you pull a loot card for the Earthloa?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So on this side quest, we went through 21 fucking loot cards out of 30.
Wow.
Not bad. So we continue to wait. Oh, each party member gains 2 XP.
Oh, and restore.
And restore. So we all have 7, which means we'll definitely be able to get new disciplines. We all have 7. We're going to restore adventurers so we can basically take everything that's in the what's obnoxious and keep Padrick out though, because we're still going to be using him for more stuff, I think. This MF Fortitude will go into the stash. What I don't know is if, like, I don't think we can. I don't think we can deliberately load Padrick up with items, carry around, and then, like, use re-equips to pull items off of him. I don't think we can do that. I think he can pick up an item found in an adventure, but I don't think we can just, like, go to town and put 3 items on him. Rarity and Middara, page 102. Okay, so we're clearing.
I think so.
We're clearing. Okay, let's see. What happened?
No, I said cleared. Not weird.
Oh, everything goes away. The intervention tokens, the heal tokens, all the damage. Full reset. All the used tokens come off. Cards unflip. Make sure you unflip your cards. Used tokens, everything gets reset. All these tokens come off. These tokens come off. Reset to 3 stamina. Damage comes off. Goes back to 4 energy tokens. Exhausted comes off. Padrick shotgun. Okay, so Padrick is still just chilling out there in the middle of the board. Alright, Rarity and Middara, page 102. We're backtracking. Rarity and Middara. Let me change my volume. Fire up the...
Thanks anyway. With the last of their...
That's the one you read if you fail the
5
quest.
Side.
Here it is.
Rarity in Middara. Nice. Padrick brushed the dust and grime from the shotgun with one hand, devoting particular attention to the complex firing mechanisms and gearing. He clicked the gun open with one hand, spraying little bits of dirt as he did so. Needs a little oil, maybe some steel wool for the rust, but otherwise it looks great. He snapped the weapon closed again, beaming at them. Thanks for the help, guys. You have no idea how valuable this gun is. Rook leaned over, inspecting the gun. He could just barely make out the faint tool marks in the metal, each one a sign of the hand craftsmanship that went into every firearm in Middara. Why did that take you? 100 hours? Looks like you cast the brass gearing yourself. Had to. Padrick slid the shotgun into an empty leather holster on his back. No standardized parts. No blacksmith in town could do the work as fine as I needed. We should head back, Zeke said, though he was grinning too. We did awesome here, but we still have a murderer to catch. Padrick's face fell. Yeah, I guess we do. It's a long walk back to town from here. We might as well get started.
Okay, so it sounds like you're right here. That they had to recreate everything here.
Yeah. So, mark the story flag, prized possession. So we got a story flag, which is a good story flag to have. And, prized possession, we go back to the story around Ramstead Recreation. So let's take a look at our gold. We got 206 here. We're going to refresh the loot deck. So 206 plus 34 is 240 gold. We have 240 gold and 7 XP to spend. So exciting. I'm gonna look at these things first.
Oh,
Disciplines.
so I didn't realize that part of restoring was you can kind of do a little swappy swap with fun trade between friends for everybody.
Oh yeah, now we can fully trade items as much as we want now that we're restoring. Yes. So you can decide who's gonna use what. We have a lot of shit in our stash.
I essentially have this markings of strength as a backup for if the doom break goes down, but if anybody wants that or wants the health, it's certainly up for grabs.
I wouldn't. He's already got 18 health. She's got 17 health. But I really like... I don't want to give up her conviction upgrades, because her conviction's already not good, and if I gave up one of her conviction upgrades, it would go to extra not good. So I think these two characters are fine without it. So as a backup for Rook is good. We do have in here, we have those nano robes. If he wants to carry those around. Or somebody, if somebody wants to.
Yeah, I'll throw the Ivory Axe the Isles back in the stash.
Actually, let me look at that Ivory Axe. Does Remy want to carry that around? As another throwable?
Yeah, it's nice to have it for that, but...
Oh man, that passive on there is really good. When you defeat an opponent, another ally with an SOI gains courage.
That is really good.
And then, what else does it do? It also combos with an axe, so she could combo it with top heavy axe. And if you missed, you get to make another free attack? Oh, there's so many weapons I want. I've never pulled this Great Hammer out. So I think I can stop carrying the Great Hammer around on her. I've literally never pulled it out and used it. I'm gonna throw it back in the stash for now. Maybe she you're sure you don't want to carry the Ivory Axe anymore?
Yeah.
Maybe she will then.
If for whatever reason I can ever drop my armor a point, it would be a great companion for Maw the Warden, but I don't see that really happening.
Yeah, I think for now you want to stay at that 6 armor mark, because 12 damage is a good amount of damage to be able to do. A lot of things get one-shotted by that. We have a bunch of... Oh, we also have that sickle venom and the chipped chitin sitting in there. I don't suppose anybody wants to take those, do they?
No.
Well, actually, Zeke might not... Because when Zeke uses up Doombreak, once that flips, it's completely useless to him. So then he could put the Venom back on. I think he will carry the Venom. Magic Bombs. We have an Augur's Pager up for grabs.
Well, let's see. Rook's
Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't get our 2 free ones from that encounter.
Oh, yeah.
So grab what you want out of the consumables deck.
Oh, we're kind of down to the...
Yeah.
Well, might as well grab this other hangover elixir.
I like these hyper energies because they give healing and an SP. So I'll take another one of those. Yeah, we haven't been using the pagers much. I don't think we've ever used one yet, technically.
No.
But it's good to have one, for sure.
Yeah, I have a
At
feeling
least-
like we should carry one and keep one in the party stash.
Because I remember a couple of times in, like, hard fights, a couple of, like, boss fights, where those fucking pagers absolutely saved my ass. That's a lot of consumables up there.
Yeah.
Okay, Zeke's got 2 bombs and a bottled blessing, and another bottled blessing sitting in his bag. She's got a bottled blessing and a hyper HP. What does this thing do? That's pretty good, that hangover elixir. Of course, the demon vouchers are amazing. We always want those on deck.
Yeah.
The magic frag, I don't know what to do with that. Like,
Yeah.
it's like too good to use.
Right.
I feel like it should be used in a situation where there's like a bunch of enemies clumped up. Like if you can hit like 3 or more fragors or something like that with it at once, that's the time. But like, or like if there's a big clump of cave sickles, like 5 or 6 cave sickles all giving each other hive mind, and you can hit them all with it, then that'd be a great time.
Yeah.
But like, and maybe even conceivably, if like you absolutely have to finish off an enemy and that blue die would do it, I don't know. But you don't want to waste it because we can't get another one for a long time, probably. Let me check something real quick. Team split apart. So if we had stuck to the road, did I do this encounter before? I don't think I've ever done this encounter. So I think I've always... Oh, I've never done this encounter. It actually looks interesting. Collapsing cavern, blah, blah, blah. Swaying tree. What is this shit? Something's on the other side. Sticking to the road. Huh. Thanks anyway. It's a different side quest. Oh, curious game. Right. That's the other side quest we can do now. Okay, so what are you doing with the consumables there? Have you got things? Are you getting things sorted out? Remy can hold one more. Oh, this kind of goes up here too. Remy can hold one more. Thinking of taking. She'll just take this thing actually.
So here, with the current loadout, we have a plank and a pager, one of each that's Rook's got at the ready. We can have either the plank or the pager in reserve on Nightingale. Do you have a sense of which would be better? I don't think we've ever used 2 planks in one encounter.
Oh, we have.
Have we?
Yeah, we have. But we haven't been using planks as much lately.
Right.
I don't know. They're both really good, but they're both situational, so it's hard to know what you're gonna need, right?
Right.
I do like having more pagers so that, like, the main thing I like to use the pager for is, let's say we're in a situation where we roll initiative for the round and the enemies are about to completely ream someone that isn't Rook, but if you use the pager to move Rook to the front, then he can be the target kind of thing.
Okay.
That's a great way to use the pager. Or if, like, the enemy's going to get to act again and we're not ready for them to act again, you can move them to the back. Or, well, obviously there's lots of ways you could use it, but I think it has more functionality than the plank, even though you're only going to use it in certain situations, but in those situations it could be a real game changer.
Yeah. Okay, I think I'm good with the loadout for these two.
Yeah, I think I'm good too. So let's talk about, am I gonna buy this fucking oversized club? It's really nice, but she's already carrying around 4 fucking weapons. And she already spent 100 on that scimitar swallow, so I don't know that she needs to buy another expensive, unique weapon.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna buy it.
it's still
Not
going to
yet.
be for sale. Yeah, we
Yeah,
have to make that decision now.
maybe I'll buy it after we do these other things, but for now I'm not buying it. I'm gonna look at disciplines. So I kind of want. Oh, I know what I want for Zeke. I want the resurrect one. I want from the grave. He doesn't have any level 2s yet, so that means it'll only cost him 5 XP. So Zeke can actually resurrect a defeated ally now, once per
That's awesome.
encounter. Once it's not even a flip, it's per encounter, so we get a little more wiggle room to have somebody die now. It's really hard to decide with Remy because there's so many things I want. I want forebode for her. I want familiar. And again, I just pulled a few things out here, but we could probably start looking into the bigger stacks, you know, especially for the higher rank things. I want like the shadows for Remy and then leading into False Idol. But I also really want forebode. I mean, there's only one forebode left. Who do you think the best character to have the other forebode is?
Forebode's the reroll, right?
It's the one where you can re-roll anything you rolled or that were rolled against you.
I feel like we thought that was a good one for Remy.
Yeah, it is a good one for Remy. So, how many level 1s does she have? She has 2 level 1s, which means it'll cost her 5. So she's going to take forebode and spend 5. Oh, that'll be nice for her. And then next time she'll take, like, the shadows, and then after that she'll take False Idol. So when she takes, like, the shadows, she's going to have 3 level 1s, so it's going to cost her 6.
God damn. Ruination?
Where's that one?
I just pulled it out of assemblage.
Up to 2 different targets. Yeah, Ruination's nice. Especially if you put Wilt on the things first. Then it only costs 1 stamina to use it. And there's no exhaust on this. So, like, if you had 2 targets with an effect on them, and you had a bunch of stamina, you could cast this over and over and over again in one round. Man, that would shred some, like, Earthloas or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good one. There's some nice stuff in assemblage. I mean, The summoning stuff is pretty great too. Where's the Exalted? I don't know if that requires. No, it doesn't require the other summoning. Exalted Summoning's nice. It's only once per encounter, but those Exalted Espers do some powerful shit.
The summoning, you said?
Exalted Summoning. It's a level 3.
Oh, wow.
Once per encounter, you get to pull one of these cards. There's 4 cards in this deck right here, and they do some strong shit. Minos the Contractor's nice.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, what's the thing that gives courage?
Are you
Actually,
prevented from learning the same discipline twice?
yeah, you can't learn the same discipline twice. Oh, Wings Manifest is nice.
Yeah.
Move an ally 4 spaces and they have flight, and it's an exhaust, so you can do it every round. But I want to get some courage on the board.
Yeah, so I think what's happening is Rook is going with Proof of Divinity to start handing out courage.
Oh, you are getting the courage thing.
Yeah, and then we're going to pick up the other Mend on Nightingale.
I like it. I like it.
But there are a few good cards in there for the future that I think are going to be really fun.
Yeah. So, let me see what Proof of Divinity does. Oh, it's just a straight up no stamina point cost. Just get a courage every round for somebody.
Yeah, and not only that, but give yourself a stamina point every round.
Whenever somebody does with courage, God, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a level 2. Does he have any level 2s?
Nope, that's his first, so it's only
gonna cost him 5. Nice. And she's taking Mend, which is a level 1. And how many level 1s does she have? 2.
I believe she has 2, yeah.
So it's also going to cost her 5. So everybody spent 5. Everybody still has 2. Everybody still has 2 XP left. That's nice. Okay. Oh, it always feels so good when you get another discipline.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Now, we have a lot of gold to spend as well.
Feels like we maybe could use some core upgrades or get some better conviction dice in here.
Yeah. Nobody else really needs to upgrade their armor at the moment, right?
Right.
Zeke's armor's good. Nightingale's got that special armor. The only person whose armor still sucks is Remy. She might want to upgrade to a Hoodie of Deflection. I'm going to pull that out as a possible. Then we talk about cores. The 2 people that still have shitty cores are Remy and Rook. And our cores have those nice upgrades on them.
Right.
Costs 30 gold to apply that upgrade to a new item. What cores are we looking at here?
Now, I don't mind losing the movement upgrade on Rook temporarily, because with that aspect, he kind of just zips all over the place anyway.
Conviction upgrade. Heal. Flip. When making a conviction check, pass a conviction check. And once per encounter, remove an effect from an ally, so it gives you like a free balm every encounter. Plus heal upgrade, plus one flip, auto pass a conviction. That's a pretty nice one. What
are the stats on that?
And it's just 2 defense. Does not give any dodges.
Rook would take that.
It's also the aligning machine. I don't really give a shit about counters for the most part. I feel like we have as many counters as we really need in our lives. Although this does have a re-attack if you miss. But, like, I don't want to give up a dodge, I don't think, on Remy. I like having 3 dodges on her, so maybe I'll take Gene Tweak for her.
Do me a favor and cancel the search real quick.
How did you do that?
It's right click and you spread.
Oh, cool. There's some really nice shit in the common relics, but we already have so many good relics. It's like hard to justify buying more relics.
Right. Although I don't the double fate engine is waning its interest in me with
yeah, you
Rook.
haven't really been using those too much.
Yeah,
How about
in fact,
this? Ring of Blood. When you deal damage to an opponent, heal 2. As an exhaust. That's pretty good.
that is pretty good.
Hemlock and Seer, I mean, plus 2 SOI. Rook doesn't really need that, but Zeke kind of like it. Yeah, I guess none of these relics seem like completely necessary.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm fine just I'm going to swap out. If I get this teal upgrade to Conviction, I'll take off 1 fate engine and just walk around with markings of strength. So just more like something to think about rather than an urgent need.
Yeah, that's a nice idea. Of course, then you'll be losing a dodge.
Yeah, but I rarely use both of them, and I mean, he's so hard to hurt.
Yeah, he's so tough, even if he doesn't dodge as much, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I would say the fucking crystal pendant thing is probably the best for Rook.
Yeah, I think I've got 1 down here, so I think...
Whereas I think I might take the Gene Tweak for, let me see, let me do a little side by side here. So, I would keep the 2 health that I've got. Oh, I think you're going to lose 2 health if you go that route too.
Yeah, that's why I'd put the markings back on to get 4
with
back.
markings of strength, you'd still have a shitload of health, yeah. Okay, I'm going to get Gene Tweak for her.
And this is actually good because if I do, I still have 2 fate engines. If I use one, I can just re-equip the other one that isn't.
Yeah, that's always nice. So I think you should get the Exquisite Pendant.
Okay.
And I'm gonna buy this Gene Tweak and this hoodie, I think.
All right.
So if we buy those 3 items, we've spent 150 gold. Now, can we reapply our... Oh, do we have stuff to sell? Like,
Party Stash got a lot of stuff in it.
I mean, we can't really sell consumables, but... we do have chipped chitin sitting in there, which can be traded in for another upgrade. We do have an occult shirt sitting in there, which probably nobody's going to wear at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
We have a great hammer, which I don't think she's going to use.
We can probably get rid of this defensive core as well.
Yeah, and she can get rid of her defensive core. And her other occult shirt. Anything else we're going to sell? I think we're good on. I don't have anything else on my character. So if we sell all these items, these are all mundane items, right? Which I think sell for 5 each. 10, 15, 20, 20. So that's 25. That's 25 gold additional. 265. So if we're spending 50, 100, and 150 for your new amulet. Oh, that's 55. So 155 and 30 apiece for the to reapply the Ethereums. That's 60. That's 215.
Leaving us with 50 gold.
Leaving us with 50 gold. Are there any other upgrades that we want to apply? Or, again, we could get a new upgrade with that chipped chitin if we want.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
And somebody could apply an upgrade if we want to. Because I think we're pretty well geared out now for our loot level. There's not really any more relics or armors or weapons we need to buy. I mean armors or cores or weapons, and hypothetically there might be 1 or 2 relics that'd be nice, but I don't know. I'm not super motivated to buy any relics. So what do you think about upgrades? If we're gonna turn in the chipped chitin.
Yeah, I'm looking through. There are a lot of good ones.
There are a lot of good ones. Think about what kind of item they can be applied to as well, because some of them can only be applied to armor, some to weapons, some only to cores. Universal can be applied to any of the above, which I like the universal ones for that reason. But, I mean, reroll a conviction check as an exhaust is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
2 health is always good. You can't go wrong with 2 health. +1 to SOI if you don't already have an SOI. +1 to conviction rolls. When determining damage from an attack or dealing damage from a spell, add +2 damage of the same attack as an exhaust. That's just 2 more damage every single round, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Or +1 to add +1 to the force of a spell as an exhaust.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like Devastating quite a bit, actually, if we're thinking about the weapon upgrades, because it's the only one that is universal to both physical damage and magic. Or, I'm sorry, it was...
Yeah, Devastating's
Yeah.
great. Let's get Devastating, because it applies to damage to attacks and spells. So if we pull out Devastating, I'll mark it on our list here. That means we have to get rid of the chipped chitin. The chipped chitin can return to the realm of monster upgrades. So we have 50 gold left. Somebody could get a Devastating right now. Or somebody could get another Ethereum.
I mean, like, selfishly, I think it's just a little bit more important that Nightingale hit with a spell than Zeke with a bow, if we're thinking about Devastating.
No, that's 100% true. There's no question. Of course, this is damage, not hit, exactly.
That's right, yeah.
And it's only on one thing. I kind of like... I kind of feel like it'd be good for either Rook or Remy. I mean, if Rook had 2 more damage on his Courage Stifle, that could be the difference between, killing some... Well, I guess anybody with 2 more damage. Basically the same.
But it does give him the option to continue a one-shot, even if if we're running up against more of these 12-point monsters, it would make sure that Courage Stifle could always be a 12.
Yeah. It's pretty good. I mean, it's probably good enough that we'd hypothetically want it on everybody's weapons eventually.
Yeah, eventually. Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to get one for Rook right now?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, so grab one of those for Rook. That'll be 30 gold. So then we're down to 20 gold. And now you just got to remember to use it every time.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is you can put it on both weapons.
Oh,
and then you
that
could
is
use
nice.
it twice in one round. So, like, you know, I mean, there's only 6 of those cards, so everybody couldn't have it on 2 weapons. But, you know, and plus that would start to get really expensive. But
yeah. Although I do like the +1 exhaust for the spell. And Otherworldly seems like it could be great too. Especially once we get some of the higher color casting dice.
yeah. Otherworldly. Which one is that?
You convert books off your
Oh, gosh,
spell
that
dice.
is... Oh, and your attacks gain 2 books equals 2 magic damage?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Otherworldly is very nice. Yeah,
In fact,
we might
would it
we
make
might need
more
to get that
sense
one.
to unlock that one first?
I don't know. I like Devastating.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's get Otherworldly next time.
Okay.
I mean, next time could be whenever we want. I can always turn this sickle venom in for another upgrade. Once we kind of have another surplus of gold or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no. Hold on to the cycle. I still feel like Poison has some work to do.
Yeah, I mean, he's only going to equip the
much.
poison after he's used one. Because once he uses Fight Drive, it's useless to him, so then he could put the poison on. Or once he breaks Doombreak, he could put the poison on. So he'll still be using the poison some of the time. Oh, and he can resurrect somebody now. And they heal to half their maximum HP. And it's once per encounter, so that'll really help if we get into trouble. Forebode on Remy is very exciting. That another mend is great because now we can really do a lot of healing.
Yeah.
And that fucking proof of divinity is sick.
Yeah, that just is almost kind of even feels overpowered for level 2.
It's really fucking good. The thing about courage is, though, when you have courage, you do discard it if you miss, and it only applies to attacks. It doesn't apply to spells. So actually, the only 2 people you're really going to be benefiting with courage are Zeke and Remy for the most part.
Oh, okay.
And if they miss, they lose it. So then you could reapply it. But the thing is, yeah, once you have courage on Remy and Zeke, you're going to get a stamina point, an extra stamina point every round. It's basically like you're going to have an extra fucking haste.
Right.
That stacks with the other haste. Which will pretty much be a whole free extra courage stifle for you every round, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could use... Oh, you know what, though? Oh, no, courage wouldn't help you with the dual shields at all. It would help Nightingale if she hits somebody with the staff. Which she doesn't do very often.
Right.
So, let me save the game because I've not done that yet today. Do you want to proceed, or are you done?
So, yeah, I guess here's the situation. At some point, I'm going to need to take a break for a half an hour. We could just call it then, but after I'm done with what I have to do, I could come back and play for like another hour or so.
All right, when do you need to take the half an hour break?
I could do it now, or I could do it basically anytime in the next hour.
All right, well, might as well do it now.
Okay, sounds good.